Let me show you a little something. Hello everyone. I just want to explain to everybody what dry aging beef is and how meat is dry aged. Dry aging beef is when you take large subprimals or primals of beef and you store them in a proper temperature and proper humidity. Your humidity, you want to stay between 70 and 85%. The temperature, you want to stay above freezing to no more than 40 degrees. When you dry age, you take your average of both of your temperature and your humidity, and that is what you go by. There are tools to gauge these and to keep track of this information. It's called a sensor push. A sensor push is a little cube that you can use to put into your meat locker, your fridge, to monitor these temperature and humidity. It runs off of your phone, Bluetooth, or it could run through Wi-Fi gateway. They are inexpensive, but I believe that everybody needs them. I will put a link in the description of this video to where to purchase these sensor pushes through Amazon. This controlled environment, while the meat is dry aging, allows the enzymes to break down the protein structures, extraction moisture from the meat, which creates extremely tender and flavorful cuts. What is an aged steak? The beef's natural enzymes break down the connective tissue in the muscle, which leads to more tender beef. The process of dry aging usually also promotes growth of certain fungal mold species on the surface of the meat. If you eat a steak that's been properly dry aged, there's really no competition. It has a richer, beefier flavor, a more tender, more buttery texture, blue cheesy presence that is outstanding, everyone. Also with a slightly funky scent. Dry aged beef puts all other steaks to shame. If chosen to do your own dry aged beef at home, you will not be disappointed, everyone. I promise you. I have shown everyone in my videos on how I do it, how I dry age beef. All I have is a refrigerator, which holds excellent temperature and excellent humidity on its own. And I have the two small fans in the bottom, blowing at a 45-degree angle up to the sides of the unit, help to circulate that air. And I have two sensor push cubes, one on the top rack and one on the bottom rack to monitor everything. I also have the sensor push Wi-Fi gateway that's on top of the machine, and that sends me constant readouts to my phone everywhere that I go of the temperature and humidity as well. The reason why I got that is because if something happens when I'm not home, it'll notify me and I am on my way to my house to save the beef. Remember, everyone, respect the beef. I also want to make you guys aware, when you put a fresh piece of beef into your meat locker, the humidity will spike drastically. Don't be alarmed about this. It'll go down in about a week, week and a half. So also, what you want to do is you want to let that piece of beef sit there for at least 3 weeks to form that outer pellicle, bacterial formation around it, so we can get that hard outer shell before you start moving a piece of beef around to make room for others. And remember, air circulation is very important in your meat locker. You need to have that air moving around, which helps dries the outside of the beef and forms that pellicle bacterial formation. Now, if your humidity is too low, it'll cause your beef to dry out too fast, to dry age too fast, and can cause cracking in the beef, which could also lead to spoilage. Now, if your humidity is too high, you can have mold growth, which a lot of people don't like that, but certain molds give off big benefits to dry aged pieces of beef. Now listen, everybody, if you want to do this, just go ahead and do it. Don't be afraid of doing it. Don't be afraid of the beef. Just dry age. If you need help, if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask me. I'm here for you. And here they are, 28 days in. Look how nice they look. These are going to be absolutely amazing when they hit that 45-day mark, fellas. I cannot wait. You have to have a lot of patience for this. But it is so rewarding. Look at the color on those. The bark from them sitting in there, the pellicle formation, the natural bacteria from the meat forms the outer shell and creates a barrier. And what's inside is what counts. The beautiful texture, tenderness, dry aged, umami savory flavor that you get. It's a beautiful thing. All right, now these 2 New York strips that I have in here, I am going to take them out in a little bit. You will see in this video, I'm going to truss them with butcher's twine so they will keep their shape during the dry aging process. This refrigerator right here is a true GDM 12 cubic foot refrigerator. Proper temperature, proper humidity, 70% to 85% humidity is where you want to be. 2 little small fans in the bottom for airflow. The refrigerator already has a good humidity on its own, and the airflow is pretty nice as well. All I had to do was just have a little help from these 2 small fans. But I encourage everybody to do this. Dry aging is, you have a dry aged steak, you'll never want anything else ever again. So we'll go ahead and get to the New York strip part of trussing them, and I'll show you how it's done. Check it out.
All right, guys. We're at the New York strip part of this video. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the first New York strip, I'm gonna cut it out of the bag. Rack. Everything is sanitized. Now what I have over here are 7 pieces of butcher twine that I'm soaking in moonshine. Alright. It's a good thing to use to kill all the bacteria. They're about 3 feet a piece. And all I'm going to do is just going to take one string like this, put it on the end of the roast, put it up underneath, center it, pull it, tie it like so. And that's it. Do that 7 times. Do this so it helps it keeps it form during the dry aging process. Because if you don't do this, they will be flattened after you dry age. Now, yes, people do it so many different ways, but this is the way I do it, and it seems to work out well for me. Now with these New York strips, being choice grade, I'll only go probably 35 with them, 40 the most. there it is. That's what it looks like. And that rack will go right into the meat locker, where she'll lay to rest. New York strips are in. All we do is wait. Hope all of you liked the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for other videos on updates of everything in the meat locker. Cheers, everyone. Take care.